Yes, I like the fact that you pointed to your friend. He's the one who's got the weed. You know, I mean, you have to be careful with what you say these days, because I do like marijuana, but I can't buy it because I sound like this. And nobody will sell crack to Mary Poppins. And you know what? My neighbourhood, the estate agent, when we moved in, she described it as vibrant. I'd describe it as on fire. And they sell drugs in my neighbourhood, which is great, because I'm from Dorset, and usually if you want drugs, you just yell down the Isle of Iceland. But but in like London, you have to make an appointment. It's very, you know, and what, darling? That was what did you say, my angel? It does depend what part of London. Thank you. This is going to be a long 20 minutes, isn't it? Well, in my part, namaste, don't mind, I'll just carry on chatting. They pull up in their cars and they play music. It's a little bit like the ice cream van. And I always say to my husband, darling, there's a vendor. And he's like, no! And I take my money, because they won't accept card. And once one of them was like, have you got any Bitcoin? I'm like, oh my God, what year is this? And he's like, 2023. I'm like, ooh. And I wait till they finish their pre-appointed business, you know, because they've made an appointment. And then when that person walks off, they're still in the car, and I'm like, this is my moment. Hello. Are you selling marijuana? And they drive off. And my husband said, yeah, but babe, it's because you say marijuana. And I said, but this is how I talk. And he said, you need to put a bit of rhythm into it. Fucking rhythm? What? And he said, street slang. And I was like, that's going to look weird. That's going to look mental if I walk up to them and I'm like, aight. I'm not Babylon and ting. Could I get some skunk? I want to get up to some hood rat shit, fam. Fucking hell. Like, he said, they think you're an undercover cop. I said, well, I'm not, because I don't know if any of you have met undercover police officers. They're a little bit obvious, bless them. And they get the slang, like, really wrong. Like, they sort of approach you on the tube, and they're sort of dressed like they're out of the musical Oliver. And they're like, punnet of skunk, me lady. No, I'm fine, thank you, officer, thank you, namaste. And I thought, do you know what, I'm going to solve this how every sort of middle-class woman would solve it. I'm going to manifest it. I'm going to use the secret. I'm going to project out what I wish the universe to give me. So I thought, I'll get a cap. I'll get a big cap with a big cannabis leaf on it. And then everybody will see my hat, and the drug dealers will pull up in their car, and they will go, oh, Nigel. I don't know the names. Nigel, turn the music down. We can sell some of our wares to that woman. She clearly takes marijuana, regard her millinery. Bought the wrong hat. Walked around for a week with a maple. We've had lots of chats about ice hockey and how to apologise.